What's cracking? What's going on, everybody? We are here. Apologies for the lateness, but you guys know me. I'm usually late. On the panel with us today, we have Caleb from FishyBizzAquatics.
What's up? I don't know what else to say. What's up, man?
and Brienne's Fish Farm. Bree, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thank you, everybody, for coming through, man. This is a special edition live stream. I wanted to get these youngsters up here, man, and showcase some of the stuff that they've been doing. Again, this is kind of why I got into it, man. This is the reason why I got into it, is so that I can do things like this. I wanted to start it in the high school, but we have Brienne and we have Caleb here who have not quite hit high school yet, but are on their way and doing some great things. Have fish rooms, have fish, have a wealth of knowledge. And how you guys doing this evening?
Pretty good, man.
Doing
Okay.
good.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So let's just start it off like this. When did you have your interest in fish? And first, let's go with ages first. Caleb, how old?
When I first had my fish, like my first fish.
Well, how old are you now?
I'm 15.
15. Freshman? So you're a freshman?
Yeah, I'm a freshman in high school.
High school. Okay. And Brienne?
I'm 12.
12. Great
Wow.
age. Okay, so let's go with ladies first. Brienne, when did you first get into the hobby?
February of 2020.
Oh wow. Okay, February 2020. Very good. Very good. Caleb.
I'm thinking if I gave it my best guess, it'd probably be when I was like when I really started getting into it, like deep wise. You know, not just like a common beta, and you know everyone has that beta in that fish bowl or whatever. But when I started to start leveling things up, I was probably around 10 or so, 10, 11. And
Okay.
that's pretty much how I started from there at that age. That's when I slowly started evolving different tanks and then got to where I'm now.
Very good. Very good. Now, I've had dealings with both of these youngsters here. Caleb, I remember seeing his first live stream, and then I started trolling him, and he was gaining a lot of traction real quick. So it was good to see that. And then I just recently got into dealings with Brienne and noticed the things that she was doing, and I was like, super impressed, especially with, you know, the fish and the knowledge. So now, have you guys are your parents into fish, or is this something that you guys did and now they have to be into it, or is it something generational? Did you have parents keep fish and then you guys started, or?
For me, my parents have nothing. They have no clue about fish. To be quite honest, they know about cichlids because they like the black convict cichlids because they're like the cool colors, I guess. Other than that, I started the whole trend in my family chain.
Outstanding. Bree?
So quite a few years back when I was very young, I can't really remember about the tank now, but we had a 55-gallon tank way back, like 8 years ago or so. I don't know, somewhere
Okay.
around that. And that kind of left the memory of fish in my head. But we had those like beta bowls that you win at fairs and stuff in between the time. But yeah, my parents are definitely into fish keeping though. They kind of got a lot of tanks. I got into fish keeping last year after we watched this show called Tanked. And then I wanted to get a fish tank. And then my sister wanted a fish tank. So then my parents got a fish tank. And we all had this 10-gallon. We each had a 10-gallon. and it kind of just blew up from there. We kept getting tanks left and right, and now we're here now. We have countless number of tanks.
Okay, that was just about to ask how many tanks do you guys have? Is it just too many to count, or give it a ballpark? How many jelly beans in a jar?
If I gave you a guess, I have this fish room and then I have the shop. The shop has, so I have 2 fish rooms, if you want to call it. If I gave it a guess, we're looking maybe about 50 tanks. I've really expanded. 50.
Okay.
I've really expanded since I used to have just this fish room, and then I'm crazy expanding out in the shop.
Oh, that's great. Now, how recent did you guys open your shop?
The shop is not completely open yet. The shop is about 2 weeks out. There's not the shop. I'm trying to think of everything slow wise. So the shop's crazy. There's so many things to even talk about out there. I have a 20-foot rack of tanks. I got a 300-gallon tank that I'm cooking up. I got my 150 and my 125s. I got this one behind me is 125, but that would be going out there. This whole room is getting changed in about a month, just like top to bottom. The whole thing's just getting completely redone. Kind of just everything's just changing after I kind of upgraded to the shop.
Very cool. Very cool. Good job, Caleb. Brianna?
We have 49 tanks and expanding. We got 5 or 6 more today. And that's what we've been doing for the past 5 hours, bringing all the stuff inside from those tanks. And we are expanding to getting a fish room downstairs, building a whole room downstairs.
Oh wow, that's a lot of agua.
Yeah, and there's more tanks. We plan on getting, I want to say, about 10 more tanks. So.
Very cool. Now, I take it with the shop, Caleb, you will be selling fish, or have you been?
Yeah, I've been cranking out fish left and right just because there's tons of new people in this chat. I can already tell you, but there's tons of new people, so they don't know kind of my backstory of what kind of happened. So I live in a very, very small town in South. No, it's not very small. It's one of the 5th smallest. We have 30,000 people. It's not a very big town in South Dakota. If you're talking about Chicago, wherever else, it's a million times bigger. It feels like. We have 0 pet stores, no Petco, no PetSmart, no local, nothing. That's the thing. We don't have one thing. The closest thing is a local pet store an hour and a half away. The closest Petco, PetSmart is 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours if you go one way, and you go another way is 3 hours. So there's nothing here. So that's kind of how I really started to build, and that's how I've been able to afford all my tanks and all my adventures that I've been doing.
That's outstanding. So you probably, in essence, are going to be the one-stop shop for your city, or for you're holding it down for your town.
So since I'm 15, I'm getting so dang close. You don't understand how close I am. As soon as the shop's done, we're a year out before my local pet store is up. We've already been marketing. But we've already been marketing different things, like different storefronts, where we want to go, all those things, what we want to do. But the biggest thing is the money. The money wise, I'm not going into this thing without $100,000 sitting there. I'm not stepping foot without $100,000 in there. Within a year time, we should be set wise for that wise, and then that's when we're gonna be able to. Because one thing happens, your water heater goes out. There's $5,000. You're getting sued because someone hit your house, or whatever. There's endless amounts of things that could happen just so quickly that I want to be prepared for it. And then I don't have. So we see so many fish local pet stores that open up. They have $10,000 or something just sitting there.
Right.
But soon as their water heater goes out, soon as their fish are going dead, their heat is going done. That's how so many things add up, and that's how they run them out of business. And that's what I want. I don't want to spend all this money and then not have the resources to actually resupply everything up.
That's very good. Very good. Now, before I get over to Brienne, you are doing this business venture with parents, uncle, aunts, or is this a whole family affair, or who's doing most of it? Did you? Am I muted?
I can hear you. I don't know.
I can
Oh.
hear. I didn't know who the question was to.
I was talking to Caleb. I said before I get to Brienne, I was talking to Caleb.
Oh,
Family, like who all
you're
is it
talking to
with?
me.
Yeah, who's doing
Okay,
it?
sorry, I'm a little slow, man. If you're talking to me, I
I'm gonna
don't
put your name
have
on the
anyone
board.
else.
I'm gonna get a timeout.
I thought you were talking to me. Never
You
mind.
answer me when I talk to you.
Oh boy. Oh no. Me myself, I don't have any other family other than the one thing that if I had to pinpoint one thing that got me into it, it was my uncle. He has like 45-gallon hexagon at the time. I'm like, man, I am the guy on the block. I have a 45-gallon tank. No one can mess with me. And that was when I was about 12. And that was kind of like, holy moly, this is my biggest tank. That was my prized possession. And then I got a 55, and it was only 10 gallons more, but that's kind of how it started there. But he gave me that a long time ago. He's got into fish a little bit. Like, for example, my aunt, which he's my uncle, but my aunt, she has a big 300, 400-gallon tank in her office, and she dabbles in different things like water changing, but they have guys that hire and all that stuff. But other than that, I don't have anyone else around me that has aquariums or knows much at all.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. And Brienne, sell fish. Are you looking into it, or have you been doing it, or?
Okay. I think she's
Brienne, you
out.
with me? Brienne's a little frozen.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, one bites the dust. We'll wait for her to come back in. Very cool, Caleb. Very good. I knew that you were going to be doing some big things when I first saw you on the screen. You had some pretty good presence behind the camera. And you were you were doing your thing. I remember you had Tazawa tanks on your live at one point in time. When you were doing your thing.
That's the thing. Most people, like, I'm going to reference Everything Fish. Everything Fish, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's a good friend of mine. I talk to him like once a week all the time. But for example, he had his YouTube channel. He's going on 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had this whole flood of people coming, and I wasn't building the knowledge before. When Everything Fish, he's been building his knowledge. He's been building all his skills of a YouTube channel, and then start people coming, and then he was handling. I wasn't able to handle all the different because I wasn't getting my skills up because I didn't have the time or I didn't put enough effort into the learning the skills. And now I'm on my dead stop. I'm on a roadblock right now because I jumped into it so fast. So many people flooded in. I didn't slowly grow from 1 to 100 subscribers. Most people take 1 to 100. That takes months, if not years, to get to that. And that's what I didn't have to go in right away. So I think that's my biggest fault. So now I'm at that roadblock, and that's where I'm trying to relearn what works, what doesn't work, and then continue growing as I learn what works and things like that.
Very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. All right, and Bree back with us.
Yep.
I was asking you about selling of fish. Have you? Are you? Will you?
I have sold a few fish in the past couple weeks. We're getting into a bigger business, I guess. We're expanding to our basement because we want to start selling more fish and eventually other things. Like we're looking into doing root tabs and things like that. So we are selling fish, and we're getting or fish to sell and stuff.
Okay. All right. All right. Loving it. Now, what I've been trying to do is get my my high school students into fish, and part of that is making sure that when you're at an age where you just asking mom and dad to go get fish, can we go get fish? We want them to be able to take care of them and keep them alive, because you get a fish, you have it for a few weeks, and then it dies, and you just kind of upset as a youngster, and you probably don't, you might not go and get another one, or you might just kind of be devastated. But if you know how to properly take care of the fish, then you can continue going, right? So I guess my next question would be, what was your first fish when you think back to that you received, that you asked for?
If you're talking about like my very, very first fish, like growing up as the age, I had a goldfish. It was a big bubble. We had like a 3-gallon tank. Obviously, you can't do that nowadays once you learn into it. And I feel like that's how everyone starts. Everyone starts at that age where they have the goldfish in the tank. That's kind of the starting point. As sad as it might be, it's kind of the first stage of it to growing like on your fish journey. But my first really started getting into fish. For example, when I was like 12 or 11 or whatever, I couldn't obviously drive, so I rode to the pet store every day. We had a local pet store. Greatest thing I started getting mollies, platies. Those were really my first fish other than a goldfish. Mollies, platies. I went from a 10 to a 20. At one point, I had like 5 tanks in a row in our kitchen. And then that was the point where we needed to expand, and that's when we expanded into the fish room, and now we expanded the shop, and then just keep on expanding from there.
Very good. Rianne, same question. First fish.
So, I probably had a goldfish or a beta bowl way back then, and then we had the 55. But the first fish that I ever asked for that I can remember, it was a royal blue veil tail male beta. And that lived in a 1.5-gallon tank with a sponge filter.
Okay.
And a light, of course.
All right.
That's the first fish I can remember. And the second fish that I ever asked for was a platy.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Now, it seems that you guys have expanded quite rapidly and very well. You went from, and this is Brianne, you went from a beta bowl to a 55-gallon. You could fit way more than a beta in that 55-gallon. What did you end up doing with the 55 when you received it? What did you put in there?
That 55 was a while back, but I remember we had some sharks, some small little sharks in there, and it was a community tank. I mean, we had plecos and anything freshwater community you can think. It was probably in there.
Very
good.
Can
remember bits and pieces when we go to the fish store. My mother will be like, "We had that in the 55 years ago. We had that," and then I'll remember that, and that's kind of what I remember from it.
Okay. All right. Now, Caleb, going from first fish you remember was goldfish and platies. Do you still keep those, or now I know that you've expanded into different species and different types, so you went from there to do you still keep those at this point in time?
Like different goldfish, mollies, platies, things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This right now, this 125 behind me, something's pretty cool coming around. Let's just say an arowana's coming around for that tank.
Okay.
And then a Matoro Stingray is probably next to go in this 125. But okay. I don't want to get too many things and then not have the 300-gallon tank up yet. But usually these tanks are always full, 24/7. Guppies, mollies, platies, all the things. But since I'm so limited to this room, I'm not able to have different types of mollies and platies. I mixed mollies, platies, but I'm not able to have those one type of cichlid. I'm not able to have those one type of L39 plecos or whatever. But as soon as that shop goes, then I'll have practically as many things as I want inside of there. But I do keep mollies and platies. For example, the only tanks that I fish really are literally these 3 tanks. All these other tanks are all empty as a fish order. I got fish orders, fish boxes coming in about every week to 2 weeks wise, and that restocks all the 30s, 55s, 125. It restocks all my tanks in here all around. And then this is my kind of headquarters until the shop is really starting to take off then.
Caleb, hey, relax, man.
Did I talk too much? What the heck?
Hey, you are super excited, which is great. You just are.
Talk to us,
It's
man.
great.
That's why I get in
It's
trouble
great.
in school. The teachers, I don't, they either hate me or they love me because I talk way too much, man.
No, if you were in my class, I would definitely love you. I would probably call on you last to answer the question, but it's cool.
It'd be a minute-long explanation.
It's not a problem. All right, Brianne, and you said you started off with beta, and then you had a community 55, and you said you still keep guppies and platies, correct?
Yeah, we have. I don't know if we have platies. There might be platies in the community tank, but we definitely have lots of guppies. I have approximately 200 guppies behind me, spread out between this whole rack behind me. That's pretty much all that's on that rack. There's a few shrimp and 1 beta tank on there, but it's pretty much all guppies.
Okay. All right.
I love guppies. They're just so pretty.
So it's very, very diverse species of fish with the guppies. Now, venturing out, I know, Caleb, you were talking about, possible, rays and you said arowana at some point in time and stuff like that. What else do you have besides that? I know you've said a couple, but which one are you kind of are specializing in? Like, do you cichlids, Lake Tanganikans? Do you have any, those assortments? That's my wheelhouse right there.
I'm kind of a tricky point because I know I need to keep it short, but I'm at
No, you don't. Point. I was just messing with you, man. This is great. Go for it, man.
I'm at a tricky point in my fish keeping, if you want to call it career, where I'm not specializing in any fish wise. I'm bringing fish in. The nice thing is I'm learning hundreds of new fish at such a rapid pace. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not getting that 1 cichlid, then the 1 cichlid. You know what I mean? I'm learning everything at such a fast pace, which is I love it personally because I get to experience. Oh, these angelfish are really nice. Maybe I should bring these on next week. I can learn different things, what I want to bring in and what people would like. But there's not one fish that I currently specialize in. What's going to happen is a sneak peek. This is like a complete, huge. I'm breaching on my YouTube storyline. That's okay. But this whole room is going to get redone, top to bottom. Fish tank, 20 gallons, probably top to bottom. I'm probably 30 some tanks in here, if not more. When I have that, that's going to bring my total up the fish tanks quite a bit more. But top to bottom, 20 gallons, like 3 tall. This is going to be kind of my quarantine room where I can have fish come in, they go right into here, quarantining them. Or if something ever happens in the shop and man, it's negative 30 degrees out, power's out, but something fell on top of the roof. I'm so far done. My fish are dead. This is where I can have the space to bring them in here. Actually, sort of the part of the house where I don't have to worry about having everything in the shop just dying, continuously dying. But then that's when I'm really going to be able to – I'm going to have so many different tanks where I can really start to experience the fish that I want to specialize in. Everyone has their own fish. You know what I mean? You love your cichlids, OB peacocks, everything like that. That's when I'm going to get into my specializing fish because then I can have like a wall of, just for example, angelfish and then the breeding ones on the top. You know what I mean? So I can really start to pick one fish and kind of experience it and learn like everyone else kind of picks out one fish and learns so much about it they can share it on YouTube.
It's awesome. Always good to have a variety, and you seem like a man with a plan. I like it, man. I like it. And Brianne, any bigger fish than your guppies that you're keeping now or would like to keep?
I have some discus, and I think that would be like something I would like to breed and I guess be known for. because I guess guppies would be a bit easier to breed, and you're not like, oh, she breeds guppies, that's so awesome. But discus, they're a little bit, you don't see them as much in the hobby, but you do see them quite often, but not as often as like guppies or some beginner fish.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Now, Caleb, I know that you have the store going for you and your fish 24/7 and everything else. Do you have time for anything else? Is there any other hobby that you do? You're 15. My son is 12, and all he can do is game. That's. He says, "Hey, Dad. Hey, I just saw you got 1,000 subscribers. That's so cool. Can you queue up Warzone for me?" Okay. Is there anything else that you do? Maybe that, I know you probably have friends and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? Are they into fish just like you? Or, I just recently fell victim to one of my friends like, dude, every time you come over here, you talk fish. Aquafunk had a short about that. Hey, dude. Okay, bro. So any other hobbies or anything else that you do, it seems like your time is 24/7, which I'm not mad at. This is the hobby. This is what you're choosing to do. And you look like you're trying to make a living off of it soon here. So I'm not mad at that. But anything else that you're into?
I've went through so many, man, I don't know what the heck just happened in my mouth. I went through so many different stages wise. I wanted to be a cowboy. I was a tactical police officer with my Nerf guns, man.
Yeah, hold on. Let's stop right there. You wanted to be a cowboy. Is that what you just said?
Yes, at one point in my life, I wanted to be a cowboy.
I'm not mad at you. Look, I just was in Big Tank Hank's stream, and he was talking about how he was a rodeo jock, and he's in Texas, and that's what they do down there. Like they got a class for it. They have rodeos often, so I'm not mad at that. That's you have your little hat and your little boots with your little vest and your little horse and your little reins and your little saddle. And
I've had all of those. I've had those spurs on the back of my feet. I've had cowboy boots. Man, I went through a lot of stages of my life, man. But what I currently do is, to be quite honest, I'm a camera nerd. I fell into the trap. This thing's with me like 24/7. My camera here.
Okay.
This is my first camera I got, and I just fell in love with different creation. For example, my church has a whole full live stream. I do all of that full live streaming. They have a full system because obviously they have quite a bit of fundings from different church wise, whatever. But they have a lot of different church computers, things like that. So I run all of that. I've got engaged with different cameras, like different events that they put on, like for example, Easter. I filmed a video. I had my drone up. I had my GoPro, my camera. That's kind of the second hobby of mine, and it kind of intermixes with YouTube, obviously, and different fish wise. So that kind of intermixes with that. Other than that, I love being outside, swimming, hiking, biking. Just the outside wise, we love to camp. We camp all the time. I love to travel. We'll probably get into the segment later, but we're going to Aquashella, so different things like that are going to be expanding wise. That's kind of what my hobbies are. To be quite honest, man, I have a very, very close friend group. I have very solid people in my life that don't distract me. I'm dead serious. I can care less about drama. I go to school. Half the time I'm sitting there researching fish because I'm like, what that crap, man. I'm going to learn about the fish and stuff. So I have a very small friend group where I focus on what I want to do, what my goal is, and just target that. So I don't want all these other distraction-wise. But other than that, I just love being outside, basketball, just different other activities, cameras, and fish, pretty much.
Very cool. Very cool. It looks like it all coincides, especially with you being into cameras. Looks like you're going to get started on an empire there. So definitely clarity and cameras, mics, recording is going to be key. That's very good. Brianne, Any other hobbies? Anything else you got into there?
Yeah, I'm into a couple other hobbies. I like baking and cleaning. Those are two great hobbies. And I've done composting once, which was kind of fun. And I want to try and do it again this year. And I think those are the only three primary hobbies. Baking and cleaning are my two ones that I like doing. And it's kind of like a year-round thing. Composting's mainly in the summer. So
Man, that is outstanding. That sounds great. Great with both of you guys. I'm so excited to hear all this from you guys, and the enthusiasm is just killer, man. I love that. Look, Jay Watts, much energy. Um, I want to grab something real quick because I definitely want to put you two in the hot spot. It's gonna happen, and that's what it's here for. So what I want to do right now is I want you guys to look at all the people in the chat, man, that are showing you guys love. I want you guys to kind of look through there, thank some of these people real quick. Kayla is putting in you guys's links and streams. So go through that real quick and thank everybody, and I'll be right back.
all right. Well, hi Lisa. I want to say hi Lisa. She said that she believed in me for breeding the discus, and I think that's really nice of her. She is a great inspiration, and that's what kind of inspired me to go towards the Santarum discus, because I saw her Santarums, and they were just, I mean, blowing me away. They were so beautiful, and that's why I got into the Santarums. So I'd like to say hi to her.
Man, there's a lot of people in the chat. That's all I can tell you. There's a lot of people. I see a lot of familiar faces, but I also see a lot of new faces. So I would love to. I'm going to go through after this live stream and go check out everyone out to expand, because me and live streaming have kind of taken a dead end this last year or so. I haven't been. This is my first live stream in like, I don't even know, 8 months to a year. I'm assuming. I kind of fell off the edge of where, I don't know. I might get into live streaming again. Other than that, I see a lot of familiar faces, so it's kind of nice to see you guys again after a while here. You're back, Biz.
I am. I'm sure you kept and held it down for me.
Oh, real good, man.
Yep.
This is good stuff, man. So you kind of let us know a little bit about future-wise, what you guys are going to be doing. See, in 5 years, Caleb, you'll be 20. Brianne, you'll be 17. Where do you go in 5 years, Caleb? Where do you see it?
I would like to think that I have a very dead set goal. That my eyes are so dead set, but I don't want to be like a dead bullet where a job opportunity opens at a huge aquarium in Los Angeles and I'm to be the manager, own that. I don't want to have that bullet, but not expand wise to see what's happening. So that's why I would like to think I have a dead goal of what's going on, but I want to keep my horizons open. At this point in time, I'm not looking at college-wise. If I'm looking at college-wise, there'll only be two reasons why. It would be something to experience Florida. I'm in South Dakota. I like to think in middle of no man's land, but I would love to experience Florida because I think Florida might be the end goal where I want to live. But if that happens, there's businesses. I can't leave it here and just go. So that's the thing. If I'm big enough and I can start a chain, if I'm not, you know what I mean? So that kind of all changes. But college-wise, I can't go to any college other than in my town because if that happens, I can't even go 2 hours away-wise. So that kind of closes my horizon of college-wise if this still is going. Or if I change my route of doing YouTube or change my route to doing something else-wise. But I see myself having big farm of some sort of animals. I love all types of animals. Mainly fish, that's my main point. But I could see myself having a lot of different types of animals. I could see myself having different chains of pet stores because the Midwest needs things like that throughout. But I cannot compete with Petco's and PetSmarts at this time. So I'm going to have to figure myself out where I can go where Petco and PetSmarts are not. But I think that might be the end goal. Maybe not in 20, maybe not when I'm 20. I think, obviously that might be a little longer to go. But I think that's kind of what my end goal is, just pretty much continuing what I'm doing now.
Outstanding. Fish Mom just jumped in the thing. That's very cool, Caleb. You're going to try to take, you're not going to take PetSmart and Petco out the game, but you're going to be in places where they're not. I like that. I like that in you. That's very cool. Brianne, 17-year-old Brianne, what do you got?
I don't see a whole lot changing. Hopefully we have, well, I definitely think the fish room downstairs will be done by then, probably. And I can see spawning lots of fish and raising up bunches of fry. We don't really travel right now, so I don't see us traveling in the future. And I don't know. I don't think much would change. I just think we'd probably get more fish tanks.
It's awesome. Awesome. It's a heck of a question to ask you guys at this point right now, but you guys seem like you guys are spot on, man. I love the maturity, and I love the way that you guys are handling things, man. It's overwhelming. It's good to see. It's good to see, definitely. And as you can see in the chat, people are championing you guys. So I commend you too. Thank you guys for sharing these things. But now it's time for you guys to get in the hot spot. Yeah, this is what we do. We have questions that only you can answer, and they may be about fish, and they may not. Just a little something extra, that we need to know about young Caleb and young Brianne right here. Welcome to the hot spot, you two. It's gonna get hot.
All right, man. I'm ready. I got my cold water.
If no one else is ready, you're ready, Caleb. I already know.
I'm ready, man.
All right. I'm just going to fire them off, and whoever answers first. That's how we do it. We're going to rock out now. Favorite tank size?
Ladies first. I talked too much already.
10-gallon tank, I would say. I do like bigger tanks, but I think 10 gallons would be good for most fish.
10-gallon for your favorite tank size. Caleb?
55. I have I would like to think 20, 55. So that's probably my sweet spot in tank wise. Big enough, but that or 20s. I love 20s and 55s. 20 is like a 55, but just times 2 and a little bit more, obviously.
Outstanding. We've already answered this, but we're going to say it again for those that just came in. Favorite fish, Brianne?
Discus, definitely.
I'm on my way to getting some. I have this 60-gallon just waiting. It's just sitting there. I haven't done anything with it.
I got a 60-gallon for discus too.
Say that again. I
have a 60-gallon discus tank as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking for the best price discus to in the prettiest ones, and gonna grow them out and do the whole shebang. Caleb, favorite fish?
Arowana, some sort.
Okay.
So arowana, I think silvers are most common, they're most spotlighted fish,
Sure.
but probably some sort of arowana.
Okay, very nice. Favorite substrate, Brianne?
Oh God, I'm gonna go with the Seachem black fluorite sand.
Very nice, very classic, very classy. Favorite substrate, Caleb?
I got 2: gravel, natural gravel, and bare bottom. Since I do a lot of selling of fish, obviously, I don't have my tank set up all pretty and nice, because when I'm catching fish, it's just not going to work like that. So bare bottom and just natural rock wise. Sand is a little bit of territory that I've mixed in a little bit, but I'm still not as comfortable as I would like to be to have my whole shop of sand.
Yeah, very cool, because definitely when you try catching those fish in that sand, it could cause filtration troubles, and then just dusty up the tank, all kinds of stuff. But it is still a very classic look when you start looking at a tank and it has sand. But I understand. I understand your qualm right there. Favorite decor, Brienne, if you were going to decorate a tank.
Um, Dragonstone, if that counts as a decor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Caleb, I know but let's say you wanted to decorate a tank up. What decorations you rocking with?
I would like to say driftwood, but driftwood still has that shavings that kind of come off. I don't know the technical name of which one to call it, but it has all that brown stuff from the plecos, and that just gets you a pain in the butt. What do you, man? I don't know what you call it. Man, I don't know. I don't know what you call it, but all that brown, murky stuff that comes off the wood. I would like to say wood, some sort of natural driftwood. What?
Is it tannins? Maybe you're thinking about? Is it
not tannins? Because that's like
tannins are off the leaves, but you're talking about okay.
Like
okay.
the muck stuff. I can't remember the technical name of that wise, but I would like to say Dragonstone as well. I like, obviously all the creases, wise, all the texture in the actual stone next to the great aquascape.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Favorite type of filtration, Brienne?
Sponge filter.
Caleb?
Sponge, because since I'm obviously... If I had hang-on backs and all 50, 60, 70 tanks in the coming months, it'd be a lot of electricity, a lot of plugs. So I just run one huge linear air pump in the shop, and that runs all the air for the sponge.
Okay. Very good. I think I just spoke with Jay Watts. If you're still in the building, he was telling me about a hang-on-the-back canister filter. And I'd never seen that before, and that seems awesome.
a big 5-gallon bucket almost, or something like that.
I think so. It seems pretty cool. Look it up next time and see what you think. Hang on the back canister. That's kind of cool. Favorite bottom dweller, Brienne.
Bottom dweller.
Bottom dweller fish, yeah.
I think it'd be a Cory cat.
Okay, cool. What'd you say, Caleb?
Stop, man.
It's Cory. All right. Hey, it's plenty of Corys to go around, man. You can love them too.
Oh boy.
So you guys are done with the pleco. You just going straight for the Corys, huh?
Yeah.
I got a lot of plecos. I got a lot of albino, bristlenose, all that stuff, but Corys are very active. You have the groups wise. I think Corys would be the best bottom fish, if you want to quote unquote.
Okay.
If you consider a stingray a bottom dweller, I'd probably say stingray, but that's not going to apply to every. You can't tank. Obviously. Yeah, you need a large enough tank. It's not the common person is going to have a couple 100-gallon aquarium for a stingray.
For sure. And there's Jeffrey Phoenix. Oh crap! Now you got me tripping. Phoenix hung on the back canister, 5 gallons. Phoenix, yes, I have LED lights by Phoenix. I did not know that they had HOBs, but yeah, there it is. 2 fish that get along, Brienne, really well that you've experienced.
2 fish that get along. Oh God! Right now I only have like species only tanks. I'm gonna go with saltwater. It's gonna be a clownfish and a clown goby.
Okay. All right. Caleb?
I gotta go with angels and cardinals or neons. I got a Planets tank upstairs. My mom loves it upstairs. Loves the tank, full of guppies, dragon scales, all endless amounts of different types of guppies. I also got 2 large angels. I got 1 huge one beside me. I'm probably gonna check up there as well. And then just tons of neons and I had cardinals and neons up there.
What were the 2? I think you gave me 6. What were the 2?
Angels and the cardinals are neons.
Okay. It's 3. All right. What is your favorite school subject, Brienne?
Science.
Probably gym, man. I mean, gym's an awesome class. I can't lie to you, man.
Gym.
Honestly, probably either math or biology. I would like to think that I'm pretty good at math. I don't know, it's runs in our family math-wise. But I
You're
love
going to be
biology.
dealing with money. You probably should be good in math if you're going to do this business thing. You can stick with gym. You don't have to give me all of them.
Well, you know, gyms
Whatever.
are great class as well, man.
All right, very good, very good. And you said you play basketball. What position?
I do not play basketball. I play baseball, sorry. If I said I play basketball, maybe I did. But I played basketball 1 year. I'm exposing myself real rough there. But
And you're
like
trash.
5 years ago, I made 1 basket the whole year. It was rough, man.
You're terrible.
This was like when I was like in 3rd grade.
Was it a free throw?
I sucked. I was great defense because I was like the tallest kid. Defense, I'd swat it out of their hands, but shooting, get out of here, man. Get me out.
All the terrible people say they're great at defense.
I sucked, I guess. I don't know, man. I sucked.
It's all good, man. It's all good. If you need me to coach you, man, I'll get you right, man. I'll get you straight.
Baseball, on the other hand, that's my strong sport.
You rock out on baseball. All right, position in baseball then.
3rd, sometimes I'm also shortstop.
Okay. All right.
But mostly 3rd.
All right. Brian, any favorite sport or any sport you like to play at all or watch or anything?
I'm thinking about joining golf. My sister does golf, and I play with her in the yard sometimes. And I think it's an interesting sport. I don't like to play by the rules, though. So.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's definitely fun as long as.
Brian's a rebel out there on the golf course. What do you go out there and throw the ball when nobody's looking? I did that in high school. I was on the golf team. It was like 3 of us, and I hated it, and I didn't want to do it, but I did it because I was not doing well in math, and the math instructor was the golf coach. So I told him I'd play golf just to get on his good side. And we would go to these nice golf courses, and these guys would be slamming the ball. When they walk on and wait for me,
Yeah, I definitely don't like to play by the rules because I'll be like playing in the yard with my sister and she'll be like, you have to do this. And I'm like, I like to play golf like cornhole. First to 20.
My God.
And that's not the case. I don't really understand how to do the points thing in golf. I like to stay first to 21 wins.
It's the least amount of strokes, the better. You don't want to get the most points, is what it is in golf. So if it's a par 4, they expect you to reach the green in 2 strokes and putt in 2 strokes. That's 4, right? Now, if you're like me, I did maybe like 12 on a par 4. I just kept shanking it and it was dog legging it. And it just was in the rough, and it just so many strokes. And if you pick up the ball, it's like 2 strokes. They just add on to your score. It was terrible. It was bad. Moving on. When you guys were going to school, favorite cafeteria food?
By far, chicken Alfredo. You don't understand, man. This stuff smacks. Oh my gosh. This stuff is great. Chicken Alfredo, man, I die for that stuff.
Cafeteria chicken Alfredo? Are you going to a private school or something? Who's cooking this?
Oh, it's public. But man, it's great stuff, man. I'm telling you. Chicken Alfredo.
In a great neighborhood. I would never at my high school eat a chicken. Oh, God, it's probably. Oh no,
got water in it.
Yeah. Brienne.
I'll go with tater tots.
Okay. Oh, I love tater tots. I'll take those over fries any day. I'm with that all the way. All right. Favorite movie, Caleb. It comes on. You gotta watch it. You can't stop.
I don't watch movies.
At
I can't
all?
tell you the last time I watched a movie, man.
Okay. All right.
I don't watch TV either. I watch YouTube. Honestly, I barely watch YouTube either. I
All
kind
right,
of
we got it.
off a lot of YouTube channels just because I simply don't watch YouTube barely ever.
Okay.
My source of screen time, if you want to call it, is probably TikTok. I'm addicted to that app.
Are you
if not
really?
that or editing? I've really started to get myself into editing, trying to learn a lot more.
Okay. Very good. All right. Not mad at that. I mean, you guys are the new generation. TV's fashioning out. The movies are fashioning out. What about you, Brienne? Movie or Sunday?
I do watch movies. Like, it's probably on the weekends that I watch movies. 3 of my favorites are Lavalantula, Sharknado, and The Hunt.
Sharknado. Oh my God. What a corny series of movies. And I watched all of them, unfortunately. Okay. I was going to go with favorite TV show, but Caleb doesn't watch TV. Any favorite TV show, Brienne?
I'll go with. I haven't watched Tanked in a while, but I'll go with Tanked.
Tanked is awesome. Was awesome. I haven't seen it anymore. I also like Shark Week.
They shut down that Tanked a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had
I just rewatched the episodes.
Yeah, they had a whole lot of thing. Actually, I did a whole live stream about why Tank was off the air. Favorite website?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Or TikTok?
Yeah. TikTok's favorite app, probably. Favorite website, Brianne?
Favorite app is YouTube, probably.
Okay. All right. Favorite ice cream flavor? Caleb, don't tell me you're allergic to dairy or something. Like, dude.
No, I'm not allergic. Mint ice cream, man. There's never a time where our fridge does not have mint ice cream. I'm telling you. Never. My mom knows when there's not mint ice cream, it's a rough day, man. It's a rough day.
Mom, there's no mint. Where's the mint? Mom, we want it now.
Mint or cookie dough. Those are both bangers, man. I'm telling you.
Cookie dough is great. Brianne.
Fudge brownie almond. That's gonna be my favorite.
I know no one asked, but mine is pralines and cream.
No, I know nobody asked, but I'll just get it out there, huh?
This is my channel. Can do what I want. Favorite restaurant?
Texas Roadhouse.
Wendy's, always.
High five. Give it to me right there. Bye, y'all.
You guys trying to flex on me, man? We don't even have that here. What the heck, man? I feel like I'm missing out.
Can you please tell us what small South Dakota city has for you to eat at a restaurant?
We have a Walmart. We got McDonald's. We got Wendy's.
Restaurant, Caleb.
Is it Wendy's the restaurant?
Are you going to eat? What do you got in Walmart? A Burger King or a Subway?
We got Subway. Oh, my mother's talking to me through the window.
They have a Subway at Walmart.
No, guys, don't ask me what's happening. We got Subway. Restaurant-wise, if I had to pick a restaurant, it'd probably be... Wow! You guys are hearing a random voice. It's my mother.
Your mom talk. Clearly, she knows the restaurants.
She's through the window and talk. I can't see her. It's just pitch black outside. Mother, what are you doing? I don't know.
I don't know what she's doing. I never know what she's doing.
Technical difficulty.
Oh my God. We can't. The mic has timed out on you. You've yelled at it much too much.
Oh, sorry. Probably some sort of steak restaurant. That was completely awkward. I'm sorry about the weird encounter. Somehow my mother came through the window like talking to me. That was weird.
Hey, that is her house and her room. She can do what she wants.
That was awkward. All I heard is Subway. And it's too dark outside. I couldn't see nothing. I'm like, what in the world, man?
The family likes footlongs.
I guess. Subway's pretty good, man.
Bring in the mom, everybody is saying.
She's gone already. I don't know where she went. Oh, no.
Oh, you guys are great. Favorite seafood?
Seafood? I don't know.
I've never had seafood in my life, so I don't know.
We don't really eat seafood. The only seafood thing I've ever had, well, I don't know about ever had, but I have seafood salad from like a market down a ways.
That'll work. Seafood salad's good. They've got probably crab, shrimp, something like that. Those are all seafood.
We don't have
you guys are aquatic kids and don't eat any seafood? Nope.
You eat seafood, man?
You keep fish, you don't eat fish. You don't eat shrimp. You keep shrimp, but don't eat them.
I've never had it before. I don't know.
You guys are weird, man.
Do you eat seafood?
Yes.
How much do you eat seafood?
A whole lot. What are you talking
out
about?
of here.
Oh my God. Crab legs, they're delicious.
Bro.
Shrimp scampi, fried shrimp, butterfly shrimp, jumbo shrimp.
Okay.
Bubba Gump shrimp gumbo shrimp.
Do you like cook it or like buy it somewhere?
Both.
Both?
Yeah. Hey, I'm asking the questions here. All right, next. Good night. Favorite pizza topping? I know, and you should know this one. Let's go. I know you eat pizza.
Pepperoni? I don't know. I'm a simple guy. I don't know.
You're not that simple, Caleb. For all the amazing things that you just said, you just eat pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza. I mean, I'll eat a lot of pizzas, but my favorite is probably pepperoni.
Okay, very good. Brianna?
Just not pineapple. No way. Get out of here. No pineapple pizza, man.
Really?
Hey,
no pineapple pizza?
Busy fish chat. You knew where I was going with this. Do pineapples belong on pizza?
No, get out of here.
Yes. Yes,
Thank
they do.
you, Brian. High five again, Brian. Hey, you get no high fives, Caleb. None, zero.
It's like putting a fruit on top of a bread. Would you eat a piece of bread with fruit on top?
Yeah.
Depends. If it's pineapple, probably.
What in the world? Don't get me wrong. I love pineapple. I eat pineapple all the time. Well, whatever we have it, I guess. But I like to eat pineapple. This is pretty good, man. But pizza on pineapple, get out there. No.
You gotta go to sweet with the savory, man. You gotta try it out, man.
But on the other end, ranch on pizza. Oh, don't get me started.
Oh my God, Caleb. I hate to do this, but high five, Caleb. Hey, ranch on the pizza. Give it in the camera, Caleb. Right, get it in the camera. Attaboy. There we go. Attaboy. Yeah. Brian, what was your pizza topping?
I'm not really picky about pizza toppings, but I would say my favorite is black olives and onion.
You guys are something else. I'm so glad you guys are up here. This is crazy.
I'm a picky guy, man. I don't eat pineapple. I mean, I eat pineapple. I don't eat black olives. I don't eat lettuce. I don't eat carrots. No vegetables
for the kid.
Yeah,
just mint ice cream and
and pepperoni pizza with ranch. That's all I eat, man.
Yeah, I don't like just eating pineapples, but like ham and pineapple on a pizza, I mean, I'll eat it.
It's pretty good.
It's culture, man. I'm telling you.
Don't knock it till you try it, Caleb. How dare you pineapple and ham pizza shame us? All right, a couple more, and then we're gonna let you guys go. Favorite theme park?
Like Disney or something like that.
Disney. We have Six Flags around here. Don't tell me you guys don't have a.
I don't got nothing here local, but like when we travel, I'm in a Disney World. Like
coming up there, man. I was gonna come visit, man, but no.
There's nothing here, man. I'm telling you. Our mall is dead. You should see. I went through a mall today. I'm like, man, I have not been there in so long. I'm gonna go find me a nice pair of J's, give me a style. They don't got nothing. And I was so disappointed, but it was okay. But theme park,
There's always Amazon for stuff like that, or
Disney.
StockX.
Oh,
Disney.
Amazon.
Okay. Now, have you been to Disney?
1 or 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. I've been to World and Land.
Dude, you are media trained. You have you just go with all kind of different answers for one question.
Man, I know.
I've been
Man.
to 1 or 2 or 3 or I've been once or twice or thrice. I've been there thrice.
Yeah, they're like, hey man, you need 5 minutes to answer the question, man. I'll go on. Man, ever since I was a kid, I love Disney World. It gives people the whole story. It'll work perfect, man. I'm telling you.
All right, theme park for you, Brianna.
It's going to be difficult. We've never been to Disney World or Disneyland. Roller coasters are terrifying, and water slides are just, I mean, they're scary. And I've been to the fun spot, and like, what are those called? Like roller carts or whatever.
The go-karts?
Yes, go-karts. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be in one of those. I rammed into some people when you're not supposed to do that.
And that's the fun. You already are a rebel. You do things you're not supposed to. You throw golf balls, so you might as well ram into people in the golf carts.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I would say I really don't know. If I'd had to go, I'd go with the fun spot. We have one of those. Not real close to us.
We don't have a fun spot.
But
go ahead.
There's roller skating and stuff. I'm terrible at that. But they have this little climbing gym thing, and it's terrifying, but it's fun because I think I'm gonna fall through everything. It's scary.
Okay.
I hate theme parks.
You say
terrifying.
You really. I was going to ask favorite roller coaster, but you hate theme parks.
Yeah.
But Caleb, do you have a favorite roller coaster?
I don't think I've ever been on a roller coaster like a good roller coaster.
Oh, I could tell you one.
Hey, look, have your parents come on up to St. Louis. We'll take you guys to Six Flags, and I show you guys how to be kids. What's wrong with you guys? I take students up to Six Flags every year. They have a special day. It's called Physical Science Day, and if you have a class of physical science class, then you can get a handout packet, and the students do the handout packet. It talks to them about the physics of a roller coaster, like how does it do what it does and keep you in your seats and stuff like that. You go to the theme park and you get a whole day at Six Flags to ride the roller coasters and do all of that. So, and I'm team ride everything. So all the students that want to ride on everything and team ride everything. I also bring a teacher that's team ride some things because they might be scared of everything. And then I bring a teacher that's team ride nothing for those students that are terrified of roller coasters, don't want to ride. So it's a good time.
Yeah.
Favorite vacation spot?
Florida.
Okay.
We go to Florida. I'm on getting on a routine. I'm going every year, if not twice.
Okay. I like Florida. Brianna?
We don't travel. The only place we've been is New Jersey, which we live in New York, so you can call that technically not traveling, but traveling. So we've only ever went to New Jersey. But my favorite vacation spot is up at our campground, where it's pretty much just doing stuff all day. It's fun. I mean, there's you could build fires and do other stuff, but it's a vacation, but it's not traveling far.
It's not at home, so it's a vacation. I understand.
Sure.
My favorite rapper turned podcaster is from New Jersey, Joe Budden. Don't look him up though.
Joe, I think
favorite
superhero. Who are you talking about here?
Don't worry about that. Favorite. Watch the replay. Favorite vacation spot. I already said that. You got me messed up, Caleb. Favorite superhero.
I have never
Good night.
seen a superhero movie in my life. I'm dead serious. I've never seen Marvel. I've never seen Thor. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. The only sort of things I've seen one Star Wars movie in my life, and because my friend brought me and it was 3D, it was pretty cool. But I'm sorry. Other than that, I've never seen Spider-Man or literally or nothing. I'm sorry, man. I just haven't.
Batman doesn't ring a bell, or Superman. None of these guys. You
I
don't
know
like any
who
of
they are. They like
Teenage
Black
Mutant
Apes
Ninja
and stuff.
Turtles. They're good ones.
I've never seen it though. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure you out, Caleb. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't
know, man.
I don't know either. I don't know what. Are you from Mars? Like what? Are you an alien? I know we have some here. Did I find out? Brienne, favorite super.
Man, sorry, man.
That's enough, Caleb. You're done. Okay, it's over. You're finished. Favorite superhero.
Put the mute on there.
No, we can't mute you. You're great for the show.
I'll have to agree with Caleb. I don't really watch superhero movies. I know who they are. All are, but I just don't
all right. Okay. I'm sorry, Bree. Go ahead.
I just don't watch superhero movies. Like I know who Spider-Man, Batman, and them is, but like I'll hear like Star Wars or Marvel or Avengers, and I don't know the difference between the characters. I know some of them, but I can't say like this guy did that in that movie. I don't watch them.
I tried to tailor make these questions for a younger audience, but I guess I'm still too old. I'm just too old. If you two want to high five each other for not knowing any superheroes,
I can't see the camera's too far. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man.
okay.
Hey,
All right.
Monica Lynn, man, he goes, it seems Biz is not seeing any of my posts. Hello? Man, you trying to dodge Monica Lynn or what, man?
Oh no, Monica Lynn is my super modder. I'm sorry, Monica. I've been getting into this whole thing. I'm so sorry.
I'd say it's damn. You thank me later, Monica. I'm just kidding.
Monica, you're doing a bang up job. I appreciate it. What are your favorite tanks or fish to keep? We had asked those earlier, Monica. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna keep it going. So I take it you guys don't have any favorite cartoon characters?
SpongeBob.
Oh, right off the bat, that guy. Oh, he's so annoying.
I've never seen SpongeBob other
Oh
than
my
like maybe a
God,
couple
dude, I
episodes.
cannot wait to end this stream. Oh my God.
I've seen like a couple episodes, but other than that, Phineas and Ferb all the way. I'm a diehard.
Okay,
Phineas
we can rock with Phineas and Ferb.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't watch Phineas and Ferb.
365 days to summer and something. We're gonna do a bunch of crap in the backyard, and mom's gonna not know.
Exactly.
His sister's gonna tell on everybody.
Yeah, it's like you react the same way for me not knowing Phineas. I know Phineas and Ferb. I don't watch them, but you don't watch SpongeBob. I mean, like,
get on them, Brie. Hey, let them have it. I'm here for it. Let them have it.
SpongeBob. I mean, it's the best
Sorry,
cartoon.
man. I'm sorry. I know there's a snail named Gary. That's about it.
Yeah,
And SpongeBob himself. I feel like
and
his-
SpongeBob and Patrick and Squidward and Mr.
Sorry, man. I love a life, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry, man.
All right. Favorite breakfast food?
Granola bar, I guess. Some sort of quick something quick and easy. I gotta wake up enough time, try to feed all the fish.
Did you say deer meat? What did you just say?
Granola bar, man. Shoot a deer in the morning, grab its heart out, and that's what I eat for breakfast, man.
You're a savage. Brienne.
Sometimes I just forget breakfast, but I'll do like a donut or a banana or something I can go out and grab because I got like 15 minutes till school by the time I actually wake up.
So are you in school, like online?
I do online school.
It's completely different. New York, for example, everything Fish talk to him all the time, obviously, but he's in New Jersey, I believe. So it's completely different talking to him because on his end of the spectrum and South Dakota, South Dakota's not as small as it seems. Like, man, you're out there with your horses riding. It's not like that, but compared to all these other cities, it's 30,000, so it's a decent size for South Dakota wise. There are plenty smaller, like hundreds of different towns, but it's weird. It's cool to see completely other end of the spectrums where COVID hit so hard in New York. COVID in South Dakota was bad to say it, but it was almost a breeze. Like, it wasn't much different. It didn't affect their lives other than online school, and a couple people lost their jobs, but everyone else kind of went right through it.
Now you said, Brian, you're still, are you virtual? Is what you were saying? Okay. How is that affecting you grade wise? Is it easier, harder? Were you more, kind of rather go to school, popular type, do well?
I don't have any friends at school, so I don't miss school at all. Oh, and I actually like online school better because, like, study halls, I can go and I can maintain my fish tanks and stuff, and I get a lot more time because I don't have to sit in an empty room saying nothing during study hall. And
are you in like 7th or 6th?
Yeah,
or 7th. 7th. All right.
Okay. And Caleb, you said it hasn't affected South Dakota, so you guys were going to school and everything?
The very since the beginning of the year. The only last term, like the last quarter of the year, like right when March. My birthday's in March, so literally we went on my birthday break. It was like spring break, and never came back. Other than that was it. We've ever since this whole year we've been in school all year.
Okay. And how are grades looking?
Different end of the spectrum, man.
Caleb, you better what? I heard you wavering on college, but your butt better get out of high school. Do you hear me?
No, I'll make out of high school like a flying duck. My GPA, like, overall right now is like a 3.7 or 8, so it's not bad. I usually always have B's to A's, but this term has been handing me rough. I got like 2 A's, a B, and I got a whopping D in math because let's just say
you better get that D up.
YouTube in class, and that was rough. But it
out of school like a flying duck.
A flying duck.
Gotta work on those metaphors.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Hey, you're hilarious, bro. Get that D up though. My son told me, he's 12. He told me that, Dad, this school is really getting in the way of my gaming. I almost choked him. Like, hey, don't you ever say anything like that to me again.
School is getting in the way of my gaming, man. Get this out of here. I don't want to do it anymore.
6th grade. I'm like, bro, you got so much schooling to do. I don't want to hear that. It's gonna be curtains for you. Oh my God. Holy crap. Brian, where am I? What happened? What were we saying?
Something about grades. I don't know, man. Something about grades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian, grades. You said your grades were stellar, right?
Yeah, my grades are pretty good. I would say they're actually increasing since online school.
It's awesome. What I was trying to say is that it seems like some students can handle it a lot better than others. Sometimes I have interlapping students since I teach freshman physical science. After you pass physical science, you go into biology, which I also teach to sophomores. So sometimes my freshmen come back to me, and since the pandemic, we've been out of school for the year. So what I was going to say is that some of my great students in physical science have fell all the way off in biology during virtual, and some of the knuckleheads that I had in physical, and the ones I had to tell to shut up and sit down and go to timeout and hey, come here and look, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Like, what's going on? They are doing great virtually. So it's been teetering like that. It's been teetering like that. So it's good that you guys are keeping your heads level and still doing all the things that you guys are doing, and continuing to flourish, man. I'm really proud of you guys. I want you guys to keep it up. So that ends the hot spot for this evening. You guys did a great job. I know that over there, Brianne, it's like 10:15 for you over there, right?
Yep.
So I don't want to keep you guys on it too long. Caleb, it seems like you probably have a lot of things to do in your mind, world, or life, wherever you are at this point in time. I don't want to keep you too long either. But I did want to check with the chat. I have not had a chance to talk with the chat, man. I've been enjoying these two, man. I've been enjoying these two. This is probably one of my best streams. You guys have kept the attention of over 30 people at a point in time. What I do want to do is, before we get out of here, as Caleb, what's one thing that you would like to say to the audience? You know, as far as your channel goes, we've already plugged your stream and line. But is there any parting word? Maybe I should ask Brianne first.
That's not a good idea.
Go ahead, Caleb. Anything?
I kind of missed the question. Something about talking about the audience or something, man.
Well, I just want to say any last words before we end the stream, that, you know, while you have, you know, people, you know, waiting with bated breath on your every word.
But this is, for some reason, my brain's not handling this question. You can go into a little deeper, or what's going on here?
Wait.
I don't understand. I'm sorry, man. Something about like talking about say something to the audience, or
Say something to someone.
Any you have
words.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Yes.
my last words are,
Any last thing that you would like to say about anything as far as this stream goes before we shut her down?
All right. I think a lot of people in this chat are going to Aquashella. If any of you guys are going to Orlando, like last year was my first year going to Chicago. I was supposed to go to Texas as well, but that got canceled. So one of my mistake was last year is I didn't plan it out. I didn't know that Friday night everyone went to Greg's, and I didn't have that planned out. So that's my kind of plan is this year is getting to get myself engaged more. Wise is finding out if there's been a house party or what, you know what I mean? Whatever's going on. So if any of you guys are going to Orlando, hit me up on Instagram or anything. I want to figure out the best things, make some videos. I'm doing a lot of big things in June or something. June 12th,
Okay.
I think.
We have. Thank you, Caleb. I'm sorry for interrupting. We have two very important questions. One specific for Caleb. Olivia asked if Caleb has a girlfriend.
Something about a girlfriend? Is that what it's?
Oh, something about it. No, it's a flat out question. And ask Caleb if he has a girlfriend.
No, I currently do not have a girlfriend.
Oh God, he's single.
I've had a total of 3 girlfriends.
Oh wait, what?
I've had a total of 3 girlfriends.
Oh God, at the same time? Oh my
Yeah, man,
God, Caleb, what are you doing in South Dakota?
I was in 6th grade. I got 3 girlfriends, man. I was balling, man.
Caleb's on the grind.
No, I've had like 2 wimpy relationships in 6th and 8th grade. My most recent one, I found out it's not worth it at all. So it's not worth it a freshman. It just takes too much time, and that's a distraction of what's one-on-one I want going. So I honestly could care less.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, man. I honestly
Hey
could care
man, hey,
less.
look, I'm glad you learned that lesson early, man. Some of it took a lot of us to. It took us a lot of. We'll discuss that later. So it just Does Brienne have a boyfriend? Someone wanted to go back with that? Oh Lord!
I thought she had 3 too. What the heck, man? I thought
All
everyone
right,
had 3
all right.
girlfriends.
They are not. They're not clouding. They're not clouding their heads with talks of significant others right now. They are on the grind, getting their thing together, and making sure that they keep their eye on the prize, which is very good. Very good answer. Someone asked also about your water changes. Do you guys change your waters? Do you guys have a system, or do you guys just change water on all 50 tanks? Just like, is there like, I'm due 10 this, this Saturday, and then maybe Sunday the next 10, or how do you guys go for it when you have those multiple tanks?
Like section wise, I do section by section. So like this room, I do all one day. Everything in here, these are just standalone tanks. So I just use my whatever water changer and just suck the water out. All of them. In the shop, a completely different story. I have a garbage trash bin or whatever you want to call it, and all like 5 or 6 different tanks drain all of it into once, pumps out the door. I have like 500 gallons of reserve, and that gets pumped into the tank. This is all new because I just started getting water into most of them. I still have half the tanks. I don't have water currently, so maybe I cheated on the 50 some tanks because the other tanks, they're on their stand, but they just not have water in them until the heaters arrive, which should be one of these days wise. But pretty much that will be a whole system draining with the garbage bin out the door pretty much. Well, everything else is pretty much just water changes to the sink.
Very nice. Brienne.
I have 11 tanks and increasing. I do have some fry and some shrimp in some of my parents' tanks as well. But I kind of just do it as they need it, or if I haven't done one in a while. I wouldn't say like this Saturday's for this tank and that Sunday's for that tank and everything. I try and do water changes every other week at the most. Every week on my smaller tanks, on my like small tanks. And that's like my goal. So I don't have like an auto water change system. I do them all manually with a siphon and 5-gallon buckets.
Listen, you guys, outstanding and awesome. Sandy, I know you're listening. Dave, I know you're listening. I really appreciate the permission for Brienne to come up here and talk with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brienne, for gracing us with your presence here on Fishy Biz Aquatics. Caleb, always a pleasure. Friend of the channel. I would hope that you all would come back up and near future. I'm going to try to find some more kiddos to come up here and speak their piece. I heard that Lazarus, the fish boy, but he's in Australia. I would have to try to find a time to see if he's got some things going. LC Aquatics, for those that were looking at the trailer and the teaser, he actually had to bow out. He forgot he had judo.
What's judo? I saw that, but I don't know what judo is.
It's a martial arts form.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so he had to do that and go to practice there. So we will at some point in time get him on, but I like this 2 at a time. So I'm gonna try to scour YouTube and find some future fish keepers, man, and that are doing some good things in fish keeping. So I just want to tell you guys, keep up the good work, keep tanking. Life's simple, just add water, the whole shebang bang. And I appreciate you guys, man.
Absolutely, man.
All right. And with that, we are going to sign off. Thank you, Stream. Thank you, Mods. Monica, you're wonderful as usual. Bob, thank you so much for sticking in here. Jay Watts, you already know what it is. 3,000. Everybody, Fish Tropic. Oh, my God. I appreciate you all. Geek Boy, I see you popping. Cooper Aquatics was cracking. Appreciate you. Susan, Fish Mom, thank you so much. And we're going to head out of here. Thank you all. Get at me.
That was a great sign.